You described your situation. Sounded fascinating to me. Actually, so by that time, this was about, I think it might have been 2004 when we first met. And by then, the idea of taking lean outside of the factory, outside of automobiles, was out there. We talked about it, but there wasn't much happening. I'd had a little bit of experience, and around the same time, I was getting introduced to healthcare. My brain is just exploding with all this, having spent all these years on factory floors. Now, okay, we've been talking for years about how this can apply anywhere. Now we need to really prove that out. And so we have to actually do it. So I was all ears upon meeting you. And I don't exactly remember, but I imagine this is the way that it would have worked. I would just say, can I just come visit? No contractual, no money, anything. And come out and take a look. And you were already doing some things, as you mentioned, some process work in the offices and some stuff with some good results, at least on a few things. A lot of good early work you and the team were doing there at the support center, as you call it. But then the first thing we did was something that was a lot more natural to me and a natural application of traditional lean, which was in the roasting plant in Kent. So before we did the model stores in Portland, we had some really good learning, because one thing that I probably thought then, and I still think now, is every situation really is different. Lean is going to fit, lean thinking will fit, but you don't know exactly how it's going to fit. You have to really dive in and learn the situation. So the first thing was to do something. You had started some work with some administrative processes, fine. But let's do something more real, closer to value creating work. So we went to the roasting plant. And the roasting plant was just home to me. That's just a factory. You got stuff coming in, you process it, and you ship it out. And you got big batch sizes. Wouldn't smaller batch sizes be good? I mean, what is all this space and what is all this movement and what is, the usual lean stuff you can do. So we did that at the same time, concurrently, a supply chain experiment or two, which I think in your world, actually, you consider the roasting plant and supply chain as one big thing. And so, and everything worked just as it always did. So again, I was probably filled with overconfidence at that point. The supply chain experiments worked like amazing. And then the roasting plant transformation was exactly as it would have been in any factory. Then we actually did a outstanding, I thought. Again, I was just so energized at the time. We used the work that had been done in the roasting plant to construct an activity for the senior leadership team. And we brought them all in and had them participate in a little Kaizen. And then we showed them what the team had really done, which was a lot of really, really good improvement.